That's so mean of me.
That's all right.
What have you thought? Where do you feel like your group is at after that Mississippi State game?
Oh, that seems like so long ago.
Yeah.
We are still improving. I don't know when I'll be able to give you a final answer. My wife always says you're gonna coach until you die. So yeah, they'll have to keep improving until then. But I'm excited about where we are. I'm excited about guys. Of course, AJ, he's done what he's done week after week and day after day, continue to improve. But I'm excited about guys like Logan Wilson, young freshman who is starting to get it, starting to pick up on things, starting to have opportunities on special teams. And so I'm excited about that. I'm excited about Tyvon McGee and Darryl Patterson, those guys who had opportunities in that Mississippi State game at crucial times. And they were able to come in and perform like they should be at this stage in their careers.
You mentioned Tyvon and Darryl, but how proud were they of their games at Mississippi State to get that chance and to both impact that win?
Well, I think to be able to get into the game at those times, it builds trust, it builds confidence, and I think that as a position coach, I always tell those guys, I get a chance to see you every day. I watch you. I'm in a meeting with you all day. And to be able to put you in a game in key situations is a point where it builds the trust of the staff. It builds the trust of your teammates. And so it allows them to see what I hopefully see day after day. So it was big for those guys, and we need to continue to have them build off those opportunities.
With Kiwi specifically, I think after the game, Coach Kleiman mentioned him by name like 4 times about how impressed he was. Just how well did he play in that game, especially stepping in and starting with Walt?
Well, for him to step in and start, with the injury to Walt, that was big. But, coaches say it day after day is that when someone goes down, the next guy just has to step up. And that's what happened in that instance. And, it's just a testament to the fact that you have to be ready because you never know when the week that you're going to have to step in and play. And so I was excited about that for him, but I know he was excited about the opportunity as well. But, it's early in the season, and not only in those situations, but we want to continue to push to have as many of those guys in that group play as we can.
How tough a challenge is Tyvon Wallace for you guys in the secondary this week?
Oh, he's a big challenge, but that's what this league is about. It's Tyvon Wallace this week. Next week it'll be another great receiver. And so we're excited about the challenge. Our guys have worked day after day for challenges like this. And I know that, their team will be prepared. And our guys are, like I said, they're excited. You can't say that you want to be rated and ranked amongst the best if you don't play the best. And we get that opportunity. So we're excited about what this challenge brings, and the whole team is, I believe.
What about facing a quarterback like Spencer Sanders, who has the ability to throw to a guy like Tyvon Wallace, but he could take off at any given second and get the first down on his feet?
Yeah, that's a challenge as well for the whole defense. But he also does a great job of scrambling and then finding open receivers. So it'll take a great deal of discipline in the secondary to understand that it's not our job to contain the quarterback when he decides to run, that we have to do a great job in coverage because, like we talked about, they have a great group of receivers. And we, as secondary players, we can't deal with the quarterback moving in and out of the pocket. We have to continue to do our job and stay in coverage and give the defensive front an opportunity to get to him because the coverage is such in a tight way.
Darryl Patterson had a play in particular late in that Mississippi State game where that they were trying to tie. They thought they had him. He was with the 6'5" receiver the whole time. Like that play specifically, how proud of him were you on that play?
Well, the fact that we practice those things, day after day, and for a defensive back, you're doing a great job all game, and then all of a sudden one falter, one slip, one wrong measurement, one bad angle, and that's the game. That's a score. And so I'm proud and pleased that Darryl stuck true to his technique and was disciplined throughout the play, but throughout that series because they had attacked us a couple times, and like I said, for him to go in that situation in the game and to perform well, I was pleased, and I just look forward to continued opportunities like that for him.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but you spent time at Oklahoma State right?
Yes, yes.
So it's back-to-back weeks now going to a place that you were before. Is
Yeah,
it
that's-
what are the emotions like doing that for
That's
another week?
that's a funny deal. I was at Oklahoma State much longer than Mississippi State, so I have great friendships there throughout their staff, and my kids have great friendships in Stillwater, and so it'll be cool to be back there and to be on the opposing sideline. Fortunately, I've been on the opposing sideline before and played the Cowboys, so that'll be a cool part of it. But once the game starts, it's like any other game. You know, you play the game, and afterward you say hello and goodbye to, you know, the people that you've known over the years, and you keep it moving.
Do you have a renewed outlook for the depth at the corner position after the visit to Starkville?
No, I think it'll be the same way it was. You know, Walt will be back. We as a staff, we don't believe in a guy losing his position because he's injured, and so Walt will. And this is actually what I talk to those guys about, the fact that as a coach, I'm excited because I know what Darryl Patterson can do now. I know he's going to make mistakes. They all do. But I've seen him in a game. I've seen him at a crucial time in the game. And so Walt has had a lot of plays in a Kansas State uniform. Darryl Patterson hadn't really, you know. And so I'm excited because it gave us the opportunity as a staff, as a new staff, to see guys that we didn't have video evidence of playing in the game. Same thing with Kiwi a little bit. And so I'm excited about the opportunity to put guys that we didn't know a lot about, put them in those situations, and now that helps Walt, that helps AJ be fresh, be better players even, because like I said, in this league, you're going to play a lot of plays as a defensive back, and you're going to have to defend a lot of vertical routes, and if you only have two guys who you can trust to be able to be out there to play, that's a rough situation.
That being said, how excited are you to have Walt back this week and what that means for your unit?
I'm excited, and I think those guys are as well, because there was a point in the game with Mississippi State where, guys were getting gassed and guys were rubbing their legs as if they were cramping. But, so to have another body out there, and again, to have another extra week with Logan Wilson and watch him develop, you have to have depth, especially in this league with the speed of play, with the skilled players that you operate with week after week. I'm really excited about that.
That interception return that AJ had, is it a matter of, hey, the guy's just trying to make a play, or do you coach him to go out of bounds more in that scenario?
Well, I coach him not to get his head knocked off by the lineman. But, listen, what do I tell a guy? You get the ball, we want you to score with it, right? And avoid big linemen. But if you don't, understand they're going to hit you so hard that you have to make sure that you secure the ball. We don't do a lot of ball security running back drills. So defensive backs that's why they play defense. You know what I mean?
Well, how did that play in your mind? Did it just even out because you got the turnover and then you gave it right back? Or are you more happy about the interception or more disappointed about the fumble?
Well, our job is to get the ball
Yeah.
to the offense. So when we fumble it, we give it back to the opposing team, and that's not what we want to do. We actually on that play, or after that play, we went on a long drive. So it's kind of like punishment for AJ for fumbling that ball. But at the end of the day, again, like I said, we don't work on ball security drills. We don't work on returns. Maybe we should, but we want to be able to create the turnover. But then at the end of the play, we want to possess the ball, and that's something that AJ understands. But he got a lot of ribbing from his teammates and his coach about making sure that you watch where you're going there.
Is something you're allowed to tell us?
Not really. Yeah, not really.